Here is the basic most setup for the Spark LXI2 data logger. Note the USB cable. This will be important later, as well as for charging. First, at the top, press and hold to turn the logger on. This is going to take a little while. Next, you are going to select Spark View. Don't worry if it already has an experiment, you will just start a new one. We'll be using sensor data. For demonstration purposes, I will be using a wireless motion sensor. It first needs to be turned on. Once it's turned on, you will notice it will identify itself, and you can connect. At this point, set up for table and graph. And hopefully it will have already recognized that you want to record time versus position. You can always click on the title and change what you want to display. There are a couple of additional options you will see around the screen, including zero calibration of the sensor. However, we'll deal with calibration on our own time when processing the graphs. To start data collection, simply press start. And to stop, press stop. To start a new run, you do not have to overwrite this data. You simply press start, and notice run number has been updated. You will notice you can always go back to previous runs. Once you are done with recording, instead of saving the file, you will export it so it will be usable on laptops without Spark View as well in spreadsheet software. You can change the name, the format of which will be probably specified for you by your lab instructor. Press save. And now it is time to connect to an actual laptop. The connected data logger will show up under your computer with a rather funny looking name. And the folder you are looking for is download. Notice here is your saved file that you are now ready to open in your default spreadsheet software. At this point, make sure to save it onto your laptop in your preferred folder. At this point, you just need to clean up after yourself. Make sure to turn off the motion sensor. Press and hold the power button. Unplug everything. Go back to default view and press and hold to turn off the data logger. It will ask you to confirm, and then just pack it up.